Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Makida Daniels and today I am going to do a review about one of the books I've bought at the Folio Society, and that book is African Folktales. Now I haven't finished this one yet. I haven't finished it yet, but I've read a few of the stories and I decided to do this review because one of my subscribers asked how did I like the book and so on. So now that's why I decided to do a review about it. Let's start with the cover. The cover is a deep red color, as you can see, the back, and the front is painted with animals that resembles Africa, as you can see. I think I should put the book down on the table so you can see it a little bit better. Let's do that. So the cover has a deep red color. The front is painted with beautiful animals that resembles Africa. It's quite an eye catcher. You can see here, you can see a giraffe and the African sky, lions, elephants, all those beautiful animals. Let's go inside the book. You can see also very beautiful yellow Look how beautiful these illustrations are. The stories are selected and retold by Roger D. Abrahams. About the retelling of the story, later I will discuss a little bit more about that. And the foreword is by Wol Soyinka. The illustrations are done by Kate Howe. This man, Kate Howe, who illustrated the book, he is such a great talent because I was really drawn by the graphic design, which gave the story so much more depth. Some of the stories needed that. Later I will showcase the illustrations, more. So let's talk about the retelling of the stories. The stories are selected and retold by Roger D. Abrahams. And the retelling of folk tales, it's a bit tricky because most of the time these stories are being told in a oral tradition which has a way of being told, like how your voice sounds, movements of the body, the way the eyes are rolling, etc. So that's what makes folk tales such a whole different way of storytelling. You have to be very gifted to succeed in putting it all on paper and not to lose the charm of the story, which in this case I think kind of happened in some of the stories. I haven't read all of the stories, but the one I've read about 70 of the stories, and only 7 of them I really liked. Those were not bad at all, but some of the stories I found were too simplistic, too simple, and also short. There are 292 stories that are being told. Look at this. This also is this is so beautiful. Yes, about the stories. Some of the stories are very short, and also the short stories are kind of riddles, or it's kind of a riddle, and some of them have a moral to it. Like if you are from Suriname and you are from Ghana or um, yeah, Ghana, then you might be familiar with the mystical animal or mystical figure, which is Anansi. And Anansi is a spider, and because he is very vulnerable, he's not vulnerable, but he's weak, he's not that strong. He has to be the smart one. He has to be smart to survive in the jungle between all those majestic animals and all those powerful animals. So Anansi is very witty, he is smart, he outsmarts everyone, and at the end of those stories you have a moral to it, and so on. And they try, or some of the stories in this book have a moral to it, just like the stories of Anansi. And a riddle, they have riddles also. For example, when a story finished, you will be asked, who do you think was the smartest, or who do you think was better, or who do you think took the smartest decision, and so on. The storytelling, they try to keep the authenticity of telling the African story in its traditional way. And would I recommend African Folktales? Yes, of course, because this edition alone, the cover, etc., it's worth the try. And my taste in stories may not be yours, so go check it out. The Folio Society has a discount on the books right now, and you might get it for a good price. I haven't read all the 292 stories. I have read 70, so I hope to discover some jewels in here. So let's get to the illustrations, because I think those are so beautiful that, yeah, I have to show them to you. This is the first one, which I think the African dance and the figures, very, very pretty. I wish there were more pictures, there were more illustrations, because those illustrations, they really gave me life. They're so pretty, so beautiful. And then we have another one. Let's see, where are you? Oh, this is so gorgeous. The colors, those bright, beautiful colors. This one is my favorite, with the head and the flames in it, and then you have people falling and someone is trying to catch them, or they're doing a dance. I'm not sure, but it's so captivating. So, African Folktales, you can get it at the Folio Society. So that was my Folio Society review of African Folktales. If you want me to review a book, let me know. Once again, let me know. And for my viewers in the Netherlands, if you want me to review a book in Dutch, also let me know. I am going to do the Folio Society African folk tales. I am going to do a Dutch version. That is because my Dutch viewer asked me how I like the book. So because of her, I am going to do it in a Dutch version. Take care of yourself and look out for my other video also, because I am doing a unboxing of the Folio Society books that I've purchased during Christmas. Alright, so I'll see you next time. Take care of yourselves. Bye.